Now.
Welcome, the News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Meddy. Right now, the number of COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin and across the country continues to grow. And the latest numbers show nearly all the recent serious cases are in people who are unvaccinated. Yet nearly 1 in 3 adults across the state, roughly half the kids who are eligible, have so far chosen not to get vaccinated. Many health officials say the key to raising those numbers isn't data, it's messaging. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel reports.
When it comes to COVID-19, the evidence remains clear. Masking and vaccines are effective. But conspiracies and politicized headlines are drowning out what experts say are real warning bells about the future of the pandemic here in Wisconsin.
1,359 beds in Wisconsin, and only 121 of those are available. So we're 92% full right now.
Florida frontline doctors say they're seeing double the cases they did back in winter of 2020, when the first major wave of the pandemic was at its peak. Doctors say it's just a matter of time before Wisconsin catches up.
If we're not more vaccinated than these other states, if people aren't protecting themselves to a different degree with mitigation measures than the other states, we probably shouldn't expect to have a different outcome.
What we're seeing now, the cases, the hospitalizations, and the deaths at this point are preventable.
Medical jargon, political convenience, and relatively low levels of scientific literacy all make what doctors call a medical marvel seem suspicious.
But at this point, we have one of the most effective, safest vaccines that's frankly ever been developed.
Wisconsin's vaccination rate stagnated back in July, despite growing data and support of the vaccine's safety and effectiveness in the face of the Delta variant's threat. A psychological phenomenon known as the backfire effect may explain why. Psychologists say when someone has a deeply held belief, evidence that that belief is wrong actually convinces them to dig in deeper on that idea. The stronger the emotional connection, the more powerful the backfire. But that emotional logic can work both ways, with doctors saying the vaccination effort in Wisconsin will need to be person to person and not data in detail.
You go on all these different medicines that frankly have far higher side effects and a far higher risk profile than this vaccine, but you trust your doctor for that. And so I would say talk to your doctor and trust your doctor on this as well.
Call it dihydrogen monoxide and tell people it's found in sewage, and even a drink of H2O can seem scary. That's why experts say that building trust in the science and in its messaging will be key to stopping the spread of the Delta variant and ending the pandemic. For Newswatch 12, I'm Cooper Henkel.
Outside, Andrew, get into the weekend with another hot, humid day.
That's right, Justin. Hot and humid. We had temperatures in the 90s in some areas today. Right now, we are cooling off just a little bit here. Most areas still holding in at least the low 80s. A couple areas meant for getting into the 70s. Now, some areas will even stay in the 70s overnight. Now, there has been kind of a breezy south wind coming in at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. We will be having that breeze continuing through overnight tonight. But now, coming on up for your 3-day forecast, thunderstorms will be expected late tonight into Saturday. And after that, drying on out for the majority of the rest of the weekend. We'll have more showers develop late on Sunday, and we'll have that humidity return on Monday with that high of 81. Justin?
Thank you, Andrew. As the U.S. government continues to evacuate U.S. troops and partners from Afghanistan, many veterans say these past few weeks have been rough on their mental health, with some saying it appears the work they did in Afghanistan is now being reversed. Jason Daly, a Rhinelander native, served in Afghanistan from 2008 to 2009 after graduating from Nicolet College. He says he worked doing route clearance there. He says, though, it's difficult seeing how quickly most of America's work is being undone.
It sucks. Just seeing all of it fall apart, everything that we did crumbled in days. There had to have been a better option. Something.
Daly says the past couple weeks, many people have reminded him he should be proud of his efforts during deployment. Yet Daly says he would return to Afghanistan even today by himself, if possible.
I could go back, even if it was by myself. Give me a rifle, give me as much ammo as I can carry, and I know I'm not going to make it. But at least I tried. At least I tried fixing what got screwed up.
It's a tough spot to be in. We'll hear more of a daily story tonight on Newswatch 12 at 10. President Biden addressed the nation again today on the U.S. evacuation efforts in Afghanistan. He is facing mounting criticism over the chaotic pullout and growing questions about his claim that the collapse of the Afghan government was unavoidable. Alice Barr has the latest.
President Biden on defense today amid intense criticism over the chaotic scramble to evacuate Americans and allies from Afghanistan.
There'll be plenty of time to criticize and second guess when this operation is over. But now, I'm focused on getting this job done.
The president standing by his decision to withdraw U.S. troops after 20 years while acknowledging the trauma for those who remain stranded.
The past week has been heartbreaking. We've seen gut-wrenching images of panicked people acting out of sheer desperation.
Questions are growing louder about why the evacuations didn't start sooner, as sources tell NBC News that U.S. Embassy staff warned last month of a coming Taliban takeover and urged the start of airlift operations.
I made the decision. The buck stops with me. I took the consensus opinion. The consensus opinion was that, in fact, it would not occur if it occurred until later in the year.
While top military officials have said they don't have the resources to operate beyond the airport in Kabul, President Biden had this promise for any American citizens caught behind Taliban lines.
Let me be clear. Any American who wants to come home, we will get you home.
The president also pledging to help Afghan allies trying to escape the chaos amid reports that militants are now going door to door to find and punish those who helped the U.S. In the midst of desperation, scenes of hope as U.S. Marines lift the littlest victims to safety.
That's Alice Barr reporting. As we enter the home stretch of summer, we're enjoying some very hot, humid temperatures this week. But how much longer will that stick around? Andrew's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
When you shop Goodwill for amazing deals on back-to-school items, you make an impact. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop and donate back to school at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
Make no monthly payments for 120 days on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial and get $2,500 cash allowance.
Has the pandemic interrupted your routine health care? Our exceptional team at the Lac Desert Health Center is determined to get you back on track. Our comprehensive primary care services include disease management, women's health, preventative care, and more. The convenience of our walk-in clinic is available when your family needs it the most. Full access to our on-site x-ray and lab services to expedite your care. Our friendly team is excited to meet you, and we are conveniently located in the Elison Realty Building at the intersection of Highway 45 and 70.
Beautiful Pelican Lake home being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Sunday, August 22nd. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
View beautiful classic cars and listen to live music at the Eagle River Car and Truck Show Saturday, August 28th. The cars will be displayed from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
You don't want to miss the Central Wisconsin Military Show, August 20th to 21st at the Motorama Auto Museum. Visit centralwisconsinmilitarishow.com for more information.
When you shop Goodwill for amazing deals on back-to-school items, you make an impact. Your support keeps items out of the landfill and fuels job training and opportunities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop and donate back to school at Goodwill, Goodwill starts with you.
The current temperature in Rhinelander is at 82 degrees, and that is under mostly sunny skies. A bit humid out there. Looking over at Eagle River, 81, and again, under a cloud and sun mix. More sunny than cloudy right now, and that's with a feel-like temperature of 82, dew points at 62 degrees. So the Badger State as a whole is under mostly sunny skies today. That led to some high temperatures reaching for 90 degrees. Right now, most areas in the 80s, and we are going to be seeing that sunset, so expect those clear skies to prevail for a few more hours. But there is going to be a storm system tracking our way right now over Minnesota. This is bringing in some really breezy winds, has the potential for tornadoes even, and it'll cross towards our area tonight. So looking at that thunderstorm outlook that we have coming on up, so we have that yellow color that's going to indicate the greatest threat for severe weather, and then we get that threat to be downscaling as it enters Wisconsin, so that darker green to a light green, even getting to a non-severe risk for severe weather. So we're going to be talking about maybe some breezy winds into early parts of tomorrow morning and some rain. Otherwise, these storms will not impact your day too much. So looking ahead here, we're at 9 o'clock in just a few short hours, having that line of thunderstorms starting to cross into Wisconsin. Now check out what happens here. So this storm is going to cross on in, and it quickly starts to fall apart, tries to regroup a little bit here. Looking ahead at 4:30 on Saturday morning, that'll be our best bet to have any thunderstorms or showers. That'll be late tonight into early Saturday morning. So looking at the rest of our Saturday morning, we'll be having those move on through pretty quickly in the morning as that cold front pushes the system along. And right behind that cold front is going to be much more pleasant air. It'll be dry and nice, and we'll have higher pressure establishing itself over the area, clearing skies that will take us into overnight. And then we will be dry into Sunday as well. So now busting out the muggy meter here, we are humid today, but look what happens Saturday after that cold front crosses through. We're going to see that dry once again. We're going to feel very pleasant tomorrow night, even having some areas getting temperatures down towards the upper 40s. And then right after that, we're going to have those dew points back up into those 60s, having that mugginess reestablished in the area. So for tonight, we do have increasing clouds after having that clear afternoon to evening. And then we'll be expecting those thunderstorms late in the night, right before daybreak. Temperatures down to about 68 degrees. It's really difficult to cool off that really muggy air out there. So it will be pretty warm overnight. And we'll keep up that breeze coming out of the south-southeast, coming in at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Some wind gusts could get upwards of 20 to 25 miles an hour. And then looking at our Saturday, we'll start off the day with that thunderstorm chance, quickly tapering back. That will lead to partly cloudy skies for the rest of the day, and then more gradual clearing for the rest of the day into the overnight. High temperatures landing at 80 degrees. Now for a look at your 7-day forecast, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, is going to show that thunderstorm chance to start off our Saturday, but then we quickly clear on out. And then look at Sunday. Sunday is going to be the better of the two weekend days. Sunny skies for the majority of the day. Chance for showers overnight into Monday, and that humidity is back with temperatures in the 80s for the first part of the week. Justin?
Thank you, Andrew. President Biden's administration is sticking by former President Trump's decision to lift protections for gray wolves across much of the nation. But a top federal wildlife official told the Associated Press there is growing concern over aggressive hunting and trapping seasons for the animals, especially in the Great Lakes and northern Rocky Mountains. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Assistant Director Gary Frazier suggested the agency could intervene if wolf populations start being threatened with extinction. Wisconsin is scheduled for another wolf hunt this November. The latest U.S. Census numbers are in. That count every 10 years used to help government officials redraw political boundaries. Usually, census results are released in the spring. This year was delayed a bit, so Oneida County officials are just now receiving the detailed information. The Oneida County Land Information Director helps with printing the maps that will get redrawn, but it's not done by hand anymore.
With the use of GIS today, it is much, much simpler to make these changes with the database behind it compared to 40 years ago when I did my first one, and we were handed a colored pencil and a paper map in order to do this.
Oneida County has 21 county supervisors. The goal is to get all of the supervisors to represent about the same number of people, in this case about 1,800 per district. Oneida County Clerk Tracy Hartman says it's important for folks to be informed about this process.
This impacts their elections. It impacts who they're voting for. And I think that's important for people to understand that shifts. Our goal is to make sure that people are equally represented, and that's part of the goal of the census data, is to make sure that you don't have one district that's representing 2,000 people and one that's representing 1,000.
Have any questions about the process? Hartman says you can stop by her office at the courthouse and ask. There will also be meetings on September 7th and 14th with discussion about plans for redistricting. We'll be right back.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale. Get a complimentary 4-night hotel stay at over 400 great hotels. Plus an extra 20% off when you spend $3,000 or more. Buy more, save more, and get the trip. Now at Slumberland.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, from the world's best softener and safer drinking water systems, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan Water, the local water experts.
Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel is your choice for log home maintenance, guaranteeing you a beautiful looking home. Sullivan's does their own milling and specializes in log replacements, sandblasting, staining, and chinking. With more than 30 years of business, Sullivan's is dependable and trustworthy, carefully tending to every detail on your home. Call us today for your free on-site estimate. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel, serving Eagle River and the surrounding areas.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck, Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks.
Are you worried about going away to college this fall? What if you could get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus to begin your bachelor's degree, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams and saving you money. With NTC's new liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including a guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. We're ready when you are.
The Whitetail Inn of St. Germain. With a 5-star rating by Wedding Wire and winning 4 consecutive Couples Choice Awards, your dream wedding becomes a reality at the Whitetail Inn.
Slumberland's anniversary sale. Spend $1,000 and get a complimentary 2-night hotel stay, plus an extra 10% off. See our huge selection of top brands like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. Buy more, save more, and get the trip. Now at Slumberland.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
NBA superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo signed a 5-year extension last winter to stay with Milwaukee Bucks, and now he's dug his roots a little deeper into the city, purchasing a small percentage of Milwaukee Brewers, the baseball team. At a news conference today, the Greek freak donned his familiar number 34, except, as you see, in a baseball jersey. Brewers' principal owner, Mark Ananazio, called the NBA champ a true local hero. Over the past 2 days, the Phillips Public Library has been hosting a mini golf course at Phillips City Hall. The event's part of a national library program aimed to keep kids active during summer by hosting different events and creating fun programs like this one.
Because that's a big part of what the summer library program focuses on, is just to get people out of the house and into the library and to come together and have fun.
Warzakowski says with new technologies taking over physical books, the Phillips Library and other libraries now play a larger role as more of a community resource center.
You know, we're pretty geographically isolated in Phillips, so it's nice to have something right in town where you don't have to drive an hour, that you can just go and have fun.
Aside from the mini golf course, he says the library also holds a program called Wacky Wednesdays, filled with snacks, outdoor games, and a lot of fun. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast after this break. But first, it's time for this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
They're both marvelous.
Okay, where do fish go to borrow money? Answer: loan shark. Well, anyway, moving right along, we start this week's Big Old Fish with 5-year-old Bennett Brainerd from Eagle River. Now, he was out fishing for the first time with his grandma and reeled in this good-sized rock bass. And I'll tell you what, that good-sized rock bass qualifies. It's a big old fish. Keep on reeling them in, Bennett. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 14-year-old Jason Lynn from Eagle River, pictured here with his personal best, a 25-inch walleye. 25-inch walleye? Yep, you guessed it. Big old fish, Jason. Keep on reeling them in. Moving right along, this next submission comes to us from Doug Cernansky from Rhinelander. Now, pictured here with Ollie, age 9, who actually caught this 30-inch brood of a northern all by himself while he was fishing with his dad and grandpa on a local lake. Well, way to go, Ollie. That is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Heath and Sawyer from Poland, Maine. Well, they were really excited when they caught this largemouth bass. Way to go, guys. That's one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. And finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 8-year-old Joey Hervella from Land O'Lakes. Joey was out fishing with his mom, dad, and younger brother Alex on the Eagle Chain, and he was using worms when he slammed into this absolute hoss of a largemouth. Now, it was a windy and hot day when they were fishing, and the fish were really biting. Well, that right there is a big old fish. Keep on reeling them in, Joey. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath, with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. With over 30 years of experience together, Sarah and Danny have overseen 500+ projects. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 50% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Huge auction August 22nd, Pelican Lake, Wisconsin. Pontoon, fishing boats, ATV, tools, home contents, antiques, aluminum pier, lifts, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Everyone knows the Pope, but you may not know he is apparently a big foosball fan. And an Italian nonprofit has now given him his very own table he likes to play. The group says that foosball is an inclusive sport, and by giving it to the Pope, it's a sign that it's something that even disabled people can enjoy. You don't have to run around like soccer, of course, is huge in Italy, and this is a more accessible version of that.
Very neat. You know, it's going to actually be great weather tonight to do any sort of soccer.
High school football, too, tonight.
Yes, high school football and everything. But later on tonight, maybe good foosball weather if you're still awake, because we do have thunderstorms on the way. That's going to be late tonight. Sports. Yeah, more sports. Now, so for the rest of tonight, we're going to have increasing clouds, probably seeing the stars to start off the night, but don't let your guard down. Those storms will come late, and then those will take us into early Saturday, quickly clearing on out, though. The rest of the day should be spent dry, and then the rest of the weekend will be pretty nice here, Justin. Looking at Sunday with that high of 76, low humidity, but overnight, more rain chances and then more humidity.
The key tonight is we are dry at least through high school football.
Yes.
I gotta run out and shoot some football myself. I'll be up at Lakeland Union tonight. We'll have all that football plus news tonight on News Watch 12 at 10. We'll see you then.